Falcons. I'm an Eagles fan, by the way. I ain't a Falcons fan, but I like the Falcons though. But still, go Birds. Another thing in Packer's book, Who Better Than You, Packer revealed that the film Takers was almost completely unraveled on the first day of production because of a conflict with Paul Walker in the beginning with a high-ranking studio executive. The conflict was over the character's look. The studio and the producers, including Packer, was trying to get, Paul to look a certain way. They wanted the stylish, high-tech heist movie, and Paul character needed to look slick, cool, coordinated, kind of like a GQ model. But Paul walked in straight from Hawaii off the beach, more of a laid-back, like a hippie style. That's how he wanted to look. And the fight between Paul and the executive was like kind of a big deal, but Paul didn't want the other people to know what was going on. So he desperately, Will Packer was desperately trying to de-escalate the situation between Paul Walker and the executive. So Will ended up going to Paul Walker's trailer, and Packer realized he had to step in at this time. So he went to his trailer and explained to him everything that was going on. He apologized to Paul Walker about them not being on the same page and knowing that this environment was stressful. So he kind of took the high road. And Paul Walker was like, look, I know it's a good and a bad cop, and you being a good cop, but you're doing a good job at it. So Paul Walker ended up listening to him and ended up getting on the same page and changing his look to be more on the GQ versus the hippie thing. And it just it's really a look into like emotional intelligence to manage the personalities and diffuse these high pressure situations. Packer held his ground, even though he was apologetic and wanted to do with his creative choices, but he still found a way to make everybody comfortable enough to where they can get back to work and get the movie done. But it's crazy that movie was almost gone because Paul Walker didn't want to wear them outfits. The late great Paul Walker, and he was saying like he didn't want Idris Elba and everybody else to find out that Paul didn't want to wear the outfit either, because they kind of didn't want it either. So he didn't want a mutiny of everybody coming together like, nah, if he ain't wearing it, I ain't wearing that shit. So just another crazy story about the book, Who Better Than You. It was good. So another thing in Will Packer's book, Who Better Than You, all these stories from like near-death disasters on the Taker to the Super Bowl, to the Takers movie, to the Super Bowl fallout, even the ridiculous